gold mining. So the Minerals and Mining Law says that the minister, is that okay, when he identifies an area that could become a small-scale gold mining site, he should so designate it as a small-scale gold mining site. When he designates it as a small-scale gold mining site, it gives the regulatory authorities the powers to now intervene. When I went to the illegal gold mining sites, I noticed, and I was the Minister for Environment, and I went there, and I didn't see EPA officers. EPA officers were not there. When I asked about why are you not here helping them to do it properly, they said because it's an illegal activity, we at EPA cannot come and be supervising them. So when the minister designates it as a small-scale mining area, then the EPA will now be able to move in and also provide them with technical support as to how to do it properly. At the same time, the EPA will monitor the purchase of mercury and the use of mercury at that location. EPA will monitor the purchase of explosives and the use of explosives, and then all the other processing activities. Mr. Speaker, I spoke to a number of illegal miners, and they said, look, Minister, if we can rent an excavator and bring the excavator this far and keep the excavator here excavating, what makes you think that I cannot use the services of the EPA? What makes you think that I cannot use the services of a proper mining engineer? And I asked, so why are you not using them? I am not using them because what I'm doing here is illegal, and at any time, the soldiers can move in and take whatever equipment I have brought here. So I have to dig as fast as possible, scoop as much as I can, process it as quickly as possible, and get out of this place. So this is what is driving them. It's not that they cannot make the investments to legalize it. And some of them even told me that they make payments to their assemblies. So my concern about reclamation, they expect the assemblies, when they take the money, to come and do reclamation after they have left. In some cases, some even showed me receipts of some payments that they made to assemblies. I'm talking about 8 years ago. So this is a problem that I think if we sit as members of parliament and we marshal the relevant political will, we have both the legal framework for resolving the problem and the political commitment to dealing with it. As for those who mine in forest reserves and those who mine along water bodies, these are no-go areas. We cannot allow that to happen. And the minister has spoken about the levels of pollution of our water bodies. So if our water bodies are polluted to this extent, we as a country must appreciate that mining in water bodies is totally unacceptable, and we must stop it. And we have the capacity to stop it, because every river passes through a political district, and that political district has a district security committee. There is a district police station there with police officers. Some of them, and they fall within a region with a regional police security committee. And some of them fall in regions that even have military bases. I think so far across the country, in almost every region, there is some military base or the other. So I cannot understand how the Ghana Armed Forces, the military, will convince me that they don't have the capacity to police our water bodies. That is the point. The point is, there is an allegation, there is a claim that even those who are supposed to enforce the law, to monitor it, are also involved. Mr. Speaker, and that is where political commitment and the commitment of all of us come into play. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me thank the maker of the statement. Let me assure the minister that this House will attend the conference that he's organizing for members of parliament, that we will honestly assist him identify the operations in our various constituencies, and we will sit with him individually to see how and if there are aspects of operations in our constituencies that can be legalized, and then the small-scale miners assisted, technical support provided, involving the EPA, so that where we can legalize it, formalize it, and supervise it to be conducted in an environmentally friendly way, we do so. And where we need to enforce the law and ensure that the military and the police move against them, we give them the political backing so that they move and stop all those operations from taking place. Mr. Speaker, I really want to thank the minister and thank colleagues for such a non-politicized contribution and commentary to the statements that have been made. I want to thank the available leader because he's been very, very, very fair and honest, and I think that if he continues along those lines, he will easily become the leader of the minority side.
Leader, this insinuation. Anyway, Honorable Minister, would you like to run up?
House Speaker, I just want to take the opportunity to thank honorable members for their contributions. Right on, Speaker, I ran to this hallowed chamber, the People's Chamber, where representatives of over 35 million people are here. And my message was that we are in crisis. Our water bodies are gone. Our forest is completely on its way. I even made a point that we have some forest reserves that are not go areas because armed gangs have taken over. I gave you numbers about the seriousness of the situation. And let me state that I almost became emotional when Honorable Jerry was speaking, because really that is the spirit with which I came here. It is time for us as a country to stop the politics when it comes to this fight against galamsey. The politics must stop at the water's edge, because this is now about life and death. It's about the future of our country. And I think that, let me state that when I stated that this is what we have inherited, that's what I meant. I meant that this is what, the title of the statement was the state of our forest reserves and our water bodies. I meant this is the heritage of our country. This is what we collectively have now. This is the inheritance we have. And it was not meant politically at all. And the whole essence of that statement was that we have a collective responsibility now to find the solutions. And I'm happy that the leader of the House graciously accepted my proposal for a conference. Mr. Speaker, having been in this parliament for 17 years, I believe that when it comes to our various districts and constituencies, there's nobody who has the interest and the commitment that the leadership of our constituencies and districts than the member of parliament. And that's why I believe that this campaign must start with our colleague members of parliament. And the message is that they take leadership and support us. And I was very clear in my mind. This fight is not about the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. And I came to say that we need every Ghanaian, including chiefs, including all stakeholders. We must collectively say that enough is enough. That these bad guys can no longer put our lives at risk. And so I thank you, Honorable Man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. We wish you well. I believe from the discussion going on, most of the people will not envy your job. God be with you. Leader, any indication? Very well. Honorable members, at this juncture, I will thank all of you for your cooperation. We will bring proceedings to a close and adjourn the House to tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the forenoon. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the forenoon. Honorable members, the House stands adjourned.